first of today's two catch-up games saw us welcome Kings Lynn to York, and after a goalless first half it only took Heaney 2 minutes to get us off the mark before Donaldson then converted from the spot to make it 2-0. Next up, we then went away to 13th place side Aldershot, and after a disallowed scare early on from Gillam, Heaney again got us off the mark before Fielding made it 2-0 wins in 2 games. And so, with our catch-up games out of the way, we find ourselves here in York Minster, as I pray we can make it through this FA Cup third round clash against Leicester. We are going to need all the luck in the world to get through this one. So, without further ado, let's head on over to the stadium. Okay, so game time is almost upon us, and it is time to hop into the dressing room, tell the lads just how we would like them to play here today, and show you what my tactical approach is going to be, because if it works out, it might be useful for you fine ladies and gents. Very unlikely, we'll probably still get smashed 5 or 6-0, but let's hop on in. First of all, we do need to do the opposition instructions. As you can see, poor pitch condition here today, and it's sold out. 8,512 tickets sold from the 8,512 capacity. Now, we've got strong winds, sleet, 1 degree Celsius, strong winds. So, it's going to be interesting, this one. Rather interesting indeed. Now, as you can see, the intensity is down to about half. Familiarity is still quite high because, as you can see, we've kept the same formation and we have our full strength lineup. The big difference is, though, as you can see on the left-hand side, I'm not going to go through them one by one, but mentality has become defensive in terms of in possession. I've focused us to overlap on the wings, work it into the box. We're also going to waste as much time as humanly possible. I've made us slightly shorter on our passing as well, because this was in the middle. We then have in transition. I've kept them the same as usual, but we're going to be distributing to our centre-backs. Nothing's really changed on that page, I don't think. I was considering setting it to roll out, but it doesn't really matter if he kicks it or rolls it as long as he distributes it to our defence. Now, this is the big change. Our lines are very, very low. They're all much lower, both of them. Our standard width is going to stay the same. I was considering pushing them out to the wings, but honestly, they're probably going to be deadly as heck with their crosses, so it's not even worth trying to force them out to the wings. In terms of the press, now that was quite high. I believe that was in the middle yet again. That's completely off. We're not going to press them. We're going to focus on dropping back and praying for our lives. We are still going to use tight marking, but I think they might exploit that a little bit. But we can't avoid everything. Now, in terms of our wingers, I could drop our wing backs to being defensive, but honestly, we need them on support going forward. So they remain as such. That could be exploited, but we do need to at least attempt to go forward. What would be nice, though, is get a draw, go to Leicester, and get that gate receipt for getting a sold-out crowd there. As you can see, tactically, a lot of players aren't particularly happy with this change, but it works, it works. And to be honest, can't really mess up too much. It's a game we're expected to get smashed in, so anything other than getting smashed is a win for us. Now, as you can see, Carter Vickers has been swapped out for Johnny Evans for them, but doesn't really matter which of the two they use. They have a pretty darn good chance of winning here today. Now, Wright and Shipley are already motivated for this one. So is Sam Fielding. Now, Byrne is a little nervous. Admittedly, that's probably because his finishing is only like 4. But I think we need to show everyone their recent praise is justified. You know what? The pressure is all on them. So what do we have to lose? Indeed, go out there and cause an upset. We're doing well and we're on a good run. You know what? Praise is justified. Just show the praise is justified. They're all happy. They're all composed. We do need to look at Jackie Boy. Probably not going to bring him on if he's nervous. And we also do need to change the other match stats, because we don't need 2 lots of match stats on that in-between screen. Right now, though, as you can see, it's absolutely pelting it down in this sleety game. Mason, though, plays it inside to right, and this might be the only time we get a kick-off highlight ending in a goal. Hopefully not against us, but Fletcher plays it up and over to him. No, he's not. Okay. He almost played it to the opposition manager. That was an interesting pass. Interesting indeed. Now we want Leicester's formation. As you can see, they are going for 5 at the back, 3 central midfielders, and Vardy and Mariano up front. So, this is going to be a hard game indeed. Thankfully, the free kick goes over the bar and far away. Now, we are going to change this off Vanarama. As much as it's interesting seeing Crawley beating Solihull Moors right now, we would like to, in fact, focus on the FA Cup, considering that is what we're playing in today. Now, Bournemouth is currently 1-0 up against Oldham. Any other games? Luton's 1-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday. Hull City, Brighton, that'll be an interesting one. Middlesbrough 1-0 up away to Portsmouth 2 minutes in. And no other goals other than those. So, a couple of games off to a nice early start. It's a ball up though. Mason will clear it away. Campbell, can he win this one-on-one? Ooh, Campbell, almost. Could have done something with that. Evans, by the way, already on a yellow card. Madison will play it up to Vardy though. Vardy out wide to Castagni. Castagni coming down this left-hand side. Whips one in. Vardy. Okay. Jamie Vardy is starting the party nice and early here. 9 minutes in. Well, I guess there's only one option, and that is to go back to our usual formation. Let's go. We've got to go for it. We're losing, so heck, go attacking. Let's go back to our normal formation, our normal way of playing. We tried to San Marino it. It worked for 9 minutes, and now Vardy scored. Admittedly, beautiful finish in the upper left-hand side. But not long enough. We wanted 90 minutes, not 9. So let's try and bounce back. Let's try and get ourselves a goal. And then we can drop back to a positive and go for our normal approach bet. And Albion, by the way, is winning 1-0 in the game. Mason plays it across to Fletcher, though. Fletcher now to right. Heaney's got an overlapping Mason. Will he use him? No, he's gone inside to right. He should find him, surely. He does. Ball over the top to Mason. Mason's found plenty of space back here. Can he get a goal, though? Schmeichel closing down the angle. And it goes straight into his arms. Chelsea 1-0 up at home to Blackburn as well. Now Madison up to Ricardo. He turns, he shoots, and Oluwayemi pokes it over. Now a corner. Madison surely to take this one. Where will he deliver the corner though? That is the question. He whips it in. Back post. Thankfully, not on target. And we have escaped. Also, Brentford 1-0 up away to Reading, if you didn't notice that one. Madison, though, back post. And Johnny Evans has just gone and poked one away. Okay, this is going to be a painful experience. Strap in, ladies and gents, strap in. This is going to be rough. You know what? Let me just pause a second. Pedder's on a 6.3. Yeah, I can shout at the lads. I can shout at them. I can demand more. Yes, they're a good team. 20 minutes in, though, you don't want to be 2-0 down. Regardless of who your opponent is, regardless of how bad you are. Ndidi, though, gets it over to Ricardo. It's held in, plays it back for Fofana. Fofana holding up position nicely in defence. He's just literally burning down the clock right now. Back to Evans, though. Evans tries a ball up. It's Tealsman. He plays it through. Mariano doesn't get onto it. Lovely interception by Sykes. Gets it to Fletcher. Now with Pedder. Campbell. Campbell's making a run. He runs into the defender. It comes back to him, though. Fletcher's found Pedder. Come on, Pedder. Come on. Oh, Pedder. Harder. Just hit it harder. He was offside anyway. So I guess it's less frustrating that it was saved. But still. Fofana plays it up to Ndidi. Ndidi, ball over the top to Vardy. Vardy runs through the defence. Oluwayemi, though, turns it out of play. Come on, let's just keep it to 2. Keep it to 2. Go into half-time, 2-0 down. Don't feel so bad about ourselves. If we can keep this score reasonable, that is our goal now. Mason, that clearance was interesting. Fofana, though, back to Madison. He whips another one in. Vestergaard. Thankfully, Vestergaard's headers have been pretty woeful in this one. His defence, though, at 7.1, has not. Ricardo Pereira, though, on a 6.7 has just taken a knock. We are going for the dirty strats, ladies and gents. Let's just injure their players, get them off the pitch, and then they can't play well if they can't actually play. Now, Bournemouth 2-0 up in their game, and so is, Bristol City is 1-0 up in theirs. As you can see, though, pretty fair reflection thus far. We've weirdly had more possession, even on the passing. 2 more yellow cards than them, though. They've had double our corners. We've given a lot of fouls away. 6 more fouls. Their XG is a 1.15. Ours is non-existent on a 0.3. Only 1 shot on target from our 4. If we can start getting some shots on target, we might have a chance of bouncing back. Very slim one, but might give ourselves a chance. Now, yeah. Whichever on that your recent praise has been justified. You haven't been playing great thus far. 6.1. Dyson, that's dismal, my friend. But inside forward for Tomlinson. Now, we have Pedro on a yellow card. Carlin is struggling. You know what? They've been exploiting this wing too much. Both of those players are having bad games. Campbell and Pedder are also struggling. Right, what's the plan here then? I think, because we're 2 goals down, we may as well take Pedder off for Donaldson. Move him up, slide you across. Donaldson can be our playmaker. You can go to being advanced forward. Also, I have a really itchy bottom of my nose. And that is that. So, let's head on out to pitch side. Let's crack on with this one. Let's try and bounce back. Seriously, it feels like I'm being tickled by a feather right now. Marianne back to Tealsman, though. Lovely interception by Gibson. Unfortunately, though, gives them the ball back. Vardy, Shipley. That didn't look too bad, ref. Didn't look too bad. Bit of a soft free kick, to be honest. I wouldn't really give them that, but okay. Tealsman steps up. Olawayemi, nice. Solid save. Solid save. Unfortunately, though, we need to get something going at the other end. And right now, all the pressure is on our goalkeeper. Madison whips on an NDD. It's nodded away though. Tomlinson, can he get on the counter-attack? No, Vardy gets it. Now to Tealsman. Vardy up to NDD. Back to Fofana. Fofana is going to hold possession on the edge of the box. He pulls it back for Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans ball all the way back to Justin. Not Timberlake, I don't think. Plays it up to NDD though. NDD's got Justin making the run. Ball through to Mariano. Over to Tealsman. Now Tealsman back to Mariano. Mariano's found space. Ball through to Vardy. Oh! And he's offside. Thankfully. Thankfully, Jamie Vardy is offside. And it's Johnny Evans to play it to Tealsman. Can we please have a highlight? Just a highlight. I'm just begging for a highlight at this point. It's Gibson now. Gibson coming at them down this right-hand side. Ball up to Tomlinson. Tomlinson. Ball up to Donaldson. Donaldson. Can he do anything with this? He tries the ball over the top. He's found Campbell one-on-one with Schmeichel. Oh, the defender just got back and blocked it. Costanza now over to Evans. Tealsman. Defender there didn't get back. That could have been a good opportunity. Coventry fans, by the way, you're 2-0 up in your away game. Madison, will he pull it back? He does. He finds Castagni. I don't know why I want to say Costanza. Tealsman, though, his shot is blocked. Ndidi on the edge of the area. Short to Justin. Justin will come out to this right-hand side and try and whip it across, perhaps. No, he's going to pull it back for Ndidi. He gets across in, though. Mariano shot to Tealsman. And that, ladies and gents, is his first goal of the season. Interesting time to get your first goal of the season, Tealsman. But yes, here against York in the 54th. It'll get rounded up. 55th minute in this one. Currently 3-0. As you can see, everyone on Leicester is performing here today. And in terms of us, well, we've got a lot of players struggling. Wright's having a bad game. Mason's having a bad game. Sykes is struggling. Gibson's not playing particularly great. Heaney's struggling. Campbell definitely struggling. As well as the players, of course, who we've already taken off. Now, Millwall 2-0 up against Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Well, they're thinking the same thing. Anyways, Fafana throws it into Barnes. Now with Mariano, short to Justin. Tielsman gets it back. It's now with Justin, edge of the area. Fafana's got way too much space, though, on this left-hand side. Can Heaney close him down? No, he's going to let him run past. He's whipped in a ball. Thankfully, Fletcher beats Vardy in the air, and Tomlinson on the counter-attack. He has two men ahead of him, Campbell and Donaldson. Ball through to Campbell. Come on, Campbell! That was such a good opportunity to at least get us one goal back. Something positive to take from this match. But Gibson, he'll nab the ball here on the right-hand side. Come on, let's just pull a goal back, lads. One goal. Tomlinson, ball over the top yet again. Donaldson, he's got an opportunity now. Schmeichel, though, with a beautiful save, pushes it out for a corner. It will be Mason to take this one, of course, but where will he place it? Well, Mason with the delivery goes into the middle. Fletcher beating in the air, and Tielsman now on the counter attack. Gibson, though, is just going to push him over and probably get a card for this one. Or not. Or not. He got away with it. I guess the ref is feeling sorry for us. Barnes has been pushed up front, by the way, alongside Vardy. Now, Heaney. Ball over. It's not away. Fletcher loses out to Vardy. Back to Madison. Tielsman now back up to Vardy. He tries the ball through to Barnes. He's run past our defence. He's way too quick for our defence. And Oluwayemi was lucky to push that one over. Very lucky. That looked like it was going to drop back in. Thankfully, it did not. Madison, though, delivers one in. Back post, Vestergaard. And again, his heading has been terrible. Absolutely terrible. Little tip for Leicester. Don't try and get Vestergaard to head it into the net, because this whole game is being useless. Deliver it to someone else. Deliver it to Vardy. Deliver it to Barnes. Deliver it to Ndidi. Just anyone else. Fletcher. Back to Shipley, though. Gets it up to Gibson. Now Tomlinson. He's got the overlap in Gibson. Gibson, you shouldn't have dropped back. He whips one across, though. Campbell's got space. Oh, it's blocked, though. Now, the race is on, and it amounts to nothing. Now, commentary 4-0 up against Bristol Rovers, and Bristol City is winning 2-0 against Wickham, I want to say that was. Didn't quite catch it, but Tomlinson coming down this right-hand side. I'm just trying to guess by a glance at a badge. Ball back to Fletcher. Up to Gibson now. Gibson back to Fletcher. Fletcher whips one in. Heaney, can he do something with this? Gets it back. Campbell. How? It was easier to score it than miss it. What is up with our team today? Yes, we are versing Premier League opposition. Yes, we should lose this one. We should be losing it pretty comfortably, and we are losing it reasonably comfortably. This is a good scoreline. I would say this is a good scoreline. But the way certain players are played here today, yeah, we might have had a decent chance if they put in a little bit more. Unfortunately, though, Campbell, his shooting just hasn't been here today, which is a shame, but right, plays it across to Fletcher. Donaldson now back to Fletcher. Ball through to Campbell. Can he do something this time? Come on, Campbell. You've had about 5 attempts, and he has. Come on. We're at least going to get a goal out of this. Not going to lose 3-0. We've pulled one back. It's Campbell. He's probably going to go up to a 6-5, 6-6, I'm guessing, from his 6-3. 6-8. Okay, that's generous, game. That's generous. For a goal, that doesn't really matter. That's pretty darn generous. But it's a ball up. Are we going to make this look way closer? No, we're not. Schmeichel's just going to kick this one out, and it's going to be a 3-1 to Leicester. No, he's going to just roll it to Vestergaard. Okay. And now, the whistle has gone, ladies and gents. Unfortunately, our FA Cup runs out here, but we will come back better and stronger in the next FA Cup game. Now, I can't quite remember where we are going next, but I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.